Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail, the ultimate guru. With me is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello.
And we have Yankee here, first time guest. Hello, Yankee.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
You don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help. If you'd like to submit a Dear Abby question, you can DM me on Twitter at OctoAbby with an I. Bryden is at one and only Bryden, but ignore him. Don't try to contact him. Yankee is at Nervous American on Twitter if you'd like to follow her. For as little as $1 a month, you can get access to all of our bonus episodes, which we release on Mondays at patreon.com/here to help podcast. And we appreciate our patrons very much.
You really gotta cut that fucking script down.
Why?
'Cause
It's got all
so
the relevant
fucking
information.
long. Nothing you say is relevant. Now,
Yeah, no, it's extremely relevant. What can I cut out of that? Tell me what part of that needs to be cut out.
Do you
No,
know-
it's fine. Abby has a face made for radio.
she
That's-
is ugly.
This is not okay. I thought that we had like a report going before the show. We were talking.
Look, if I make fun of you, it means I like you. You should take it as a compliment.
Yeah, that's what boys say too, and they pull
Because
your
it's
pigtails
true.
and they pinch you.
I never said that. I never said that that's the reason I make fun of you.
I didn't say you. You're
I
not a
make
boy.
I make fun of you because you deserve it. Because you need to make better choices in your life, and you don't.
Tell me, what part of the script needs to be cut out? I could cut out the part where I call you the world's only comedian.
I mean, you could, or you could just, speed it up a little bit instead of putting these fake emphasis on different words like you're a fucking school teacher. I know you like to pretend to be one of those in your gay guy.
I'm an entertainer. Okay, I'm not pretending to be a school teacher. School teachers don't talk like that. I'm an entertainer. I'm announcing the show that's to come. I sound excited, and I'm putting emphasis on things where emphasis belongs. Why are you criticizing my script so much?
Because
Her
it's
cadence was fine, okay?
no cadence.
You know what?
Now I have not had a sip of alcohol in a month, and I'm going to have some of my favorite scotch now. So I'm excited about that.
You sound excited.
Now I've come my pants.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Oh no, it's very good scotch.
Okay, good. I'm
You need to
happy for
just
you.
get a Marv avatar already.
What the fuck? Oh, the frog? Why?
Yeah, it's your personality. You'd fit right in.
Is one of those fucking bozo 20-something, like, say friend bullshit?
It's the gay little one that
No.
looks scared.
I don't know.
You don't even know what a Marv is?
I
You would
guess
love
not.
them.
I thought it was the one with the grumpy looking face that's not the Pepe. And it's not the Groiper one, because the Groiper one's like that toad guy. So
Yeah.
I guess I don't know what the fucking Marv is. I'm good.
It's probably for the best.
That shit's fucking dumb.
No, he would love the Marvs. They're excellent.
I don't think that that's true at all.
That is absolutely true, because I know you better than you know yourself.
Maybe. But I'm an
She
enigma.
probably does. Yeah, you're a real. No, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Okay, we
Yeah,
have to get
maybe
further
you
into
should
the
do-
show before I say that.
Maybe you should do the show, you know?
Yeah, I should probably not. Dear Octo Ab. Okay, so apparently single women are shopping for husband material at Home Depot by pretending to be like confused and nervous in the store until some cute guy comes over to help them that works there.
Does that
Or
work?
that doesn't work there. I'm not sure if it actually works, actually. But they're just pretending like they need help, supposedly. I mean, they probably actually do need help. I don't know how they would know the things they're pretending to not know. Anyway,
So the
But,
headline is women standing in Home Depot looking stupid trying to pick up men.
well, it's basically. In the Dear Abby is Dear Abby, if single women are going to Home Depot and acting confused to find guys, what would be the equivalent store for men to act confused in to find women? I would say that's probably like Target or like a Home Goods.
Why would it? You think that? Do you think that men never live by themselves? Like, what would they be in Target that they couldn't find that they would need?
I did see it happen once. A guy very confused in Target. I think he was trying to buy his girlfriend like a hair iron, like a flat iron, and he had no idea what to pick. And he and his friend, both men, black men, were standing there looking at like they each had two in their hands and were just like very like scared. They looked terrified. And
They
I
were
could hear them
shoplifting.
like, no, they were loudly talking and saying, which one does she want? Which one would she like? Why are we doing this? Like stuff like that. So I was like, guys, it really doesn't matter. They all do the same thing. These are probably all fine. And they looked very relieved.
The correct answer is the most expensive one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's usually my route. Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't it be? But I mean, just you don't want to get because there's like they may not even make them anymore, but there's the ones that like aren't ceramic, right? Which are just like fucking straight up metal, and those are probably bad for you.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really. It's all just heat. It all damages your hair. It's heat. And
Yeah,
metal
you need to
on your
use
hair.
a separate product, heat protector, and like spritz it in your hair.
Well, there you go. But that still doesn't answer the question of where. I mean, maybe like a clothing store. I think that would be good. There's
Maybe.
men and women products there, but I don't know how. I don't know if like single women are going to be wandering over to the suit separate section.
No, yeah, it's
Well,
got to be like Target or something. Because women love Target.
Anything where like a man's going to like a female, to a store where they cater to women, you're just going to assume they're shopping for a significant other. So you're not exactly advertising yourself as single.
Right. Whereas the Home Depot, definitely, it's like, why is there a bitch in the Home Depot? Clearly she's single because
Yeah.
there's not a man here doing that. Maybe a Starbucks. I mean, you can just stand there,
Yeah.
look bewildered by coffee, and then like ask a woman, like, what do you get? What's good? And then they're going to be like, this is a national chain, international chain. There is one in your living room. I guarantee it. Stop trying to hit on me.
No, even better is to like sit in a corner reading a book, like an esoteric book that they're not going to know much about. So you draw their interest and you're like this mysterious character in the corner of a coffee shop.
I don't think that women know how to read. I don't know why they'd be intrigued by that.
It's about the aura they give off. Women can smell that shit from a mile away.
Yeah, I'm sure they can smell. We can all smell nerds from a mile away.
Well, if you're like jacked or something, that helps.
I sit there. Fuck it. Just bring a whole stack of books over there. I mean, nobody cares. Oh, look at him. He's reading. What do you can't afford a fucking tablet? Or are you carrying books around?
Nobody thinks that.
I think they do think that.
Why?
I like books.
Who thinks that?
Well, there you go. Books.
Okay. Okay, next one. Dear Abby, what's the best way to manipulate my woman into making sure she doesn't allow herself to gain weight after marriage? Signed, Schizo-Nationalism.
I mean, don't manipulate because that's wrong. Just like
You're saying that?
yeah, I am.
Yeah.
No, because there's a better plan. Just start putting like, laxatives or like stimulants or stuff like that or hunger suppressants or things in like a morning coffee, or just be like always bring her coffee or bring her food in the morning or something like that. Just drug her. I mean, because she doesn't know. If you start saying like, hey, I don't want you to become a big old fatty fat boombladdy piece of shit, then she's just going to grief eat herself into obesity. And the better route to go, I think, is just to be sly. I mean, to manipulate somebody, you have to assume that they have a certain amount of intelligence that can be manipulated. If you're just being sly and sneaky, see, the key is sneaking. Just sneak it in there. She's not going to know the difference, especially if she's a pig who just eats all of her damn food like it's from a trough anyway. She's not going to notice that you got a few hunger suppressants in there. She's going to be fine. So do that.
Get your hands on that Ozempic stuff, and when she's asleep at night, inject it in her, because it's like an injectable thing, like little pens.
How are you going to do that? She's asleep. See, this is what I'm talking about. Women don't
She'll
have
think she got bit by a mosquito or something.
Every
she
night?
won't even know. Yeah, every night. No, it's once a week.
Ozempic is about controlling your blood sugar levels.
It also suppresses appetite, like you don't want to eat. So people are like celebrities are using it right now to get really skinny. That's why those articles are coming out about like heroin chic is back. It's because people are like Kim Kardashian are on Ozempic and losing like 20%
Yeah, and getting the
of their
buccal
weight and
fat
stuff.
from their face removed.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, but they're also on that drug to lose the weight, and apparently it just completely makes you not hungry. Like it blocks hunger signals.
That does
Well,
sound good.
To answer the question, don't try to manipulate her because manipulation is a woman's territory. We can tell when you try to
And-
do that to us.
They can't
And
tell.
then when she decides to do it to
Absolutely.
you, it's going to be 10 times worse.
Exactly.
You
No.
will
Exactly.
screw yourself. I'll tell you what
Yeah.
to do. You need to go to the gym frequently, and you need to be working out at home also so she can see it, you know? And she's going to start to think that the girls at the gym are probably checking you out and hitting on you and stuff, and that she needs to compete with those girls at the gym. Especially with all of these like TikToks coming out of like the way women are dressing in the gyms. Like she's definitely seen those. She knows what women look like at the gym. She's going to need to keep up with that, to compete with that. But then also, you get her iced coffee Atkins shakes because they're wonderful and extremely addictive. That's all I've had for breakfast pretty much for like a year now because I'm addicted.
Well, I don't know. I think eating breakfast is what fatties do.
It's 160 calories and then you're
Oof.
full until like 3 p.m.
Yeah, I just,
So then you just eat dinner.
I don't have a breakfast. I have a light lunch. So, so, I mean, the thing is, some of us are, about our appearance in a way that matters, where how we present ourselves
Oh,
to the world.
uh-huh.
And then other people are moms.
Are you you are not calling me fat. You cannot oscillate between calling me fat and calling me anorexic skinny every other episode. It's insane. You sound schizophrenic.
He absolutely can do that because he's a man.
Yeah. And your
They're
weight
just-
fluctuates wildly.
It's bloating. It is based on my cycle and it's not my fault. Okay, I should just take
Abby,
anti-bloat
The
pills.
reason why he does that is because it gets under your skin.
Much like all those zits.
Yeah, well. Ah!
I'll be here all week, folks.
Fuck you. Okay, we're gonna move on.
I told you.
Oh, let's see. Dear Abby, I am a single man who has been down on his luck for far too long. I've always believed that I deserve to find happiness in the form of a girlfriend. But my search has been unsuccessful thus far. I've been working hard to improve myself and my situation, but it seems that every time I make progress, something goes wrong. Recently, I've been fixated on a woman who I believe could be the perfect partner for me. She's smart, funny, and beautiful, and I can't help but feel drawn to her. The problem is, she doesn't seem to know I exist. I've tried to make myself more visible to her. What does that mean? Is he like getting bigger? Is he like throwing his arms around?
I hope so, but probably not. Like, it would be cool because if he's just running at her like she's a bear that he stumbled across in the woods, that's a good route to go.
Yeah.
Ah! Ah!
I just pictured like a football player tackling her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Do
would
that.
be pretty effective.
I feel like that would get him noticed. For sure.
I think.
But she always. Oh, go ahead.
No, you do what the early 2000s pickup artist did. You remember that guy? What was his name? Who wore that big hat? It was like Mystery or something like that. Bring that back, dude. Like a bunch of 90s stuff is coming back. There's like all these, trends coming back. I think like some type of a pickup artist, sort of date rapey type of hat. That's the
No,
way to
don't
go.
do that.
No, definitely do that.
Do
And then
not
call
do
your-
the hat thing.
call yourself Illusion.
It's what
or
they'll call a red flag.
magnificent. And then the cent is like is a dollar sign. And then you can be like, "How are you?" And then you neg her is what they say to do. And then you go up and you
No.
go, "What's up, you fat slut? Here's
Yeah,
my
that always
card."
works.
No, the issue here is that he has fixated on a particular person. And while I sympathize, they might not feel the same way about you, and
Well-
you have to be prepared for rejection. You have to handle that with grace. When dating, you have to just kind of cast your net pretty wide and see who's receptive to you, and then move in.
Exactly,
You can't
fellas.
force your.
Cast your dick really wide. Just go out there, sow your wild oats.
throw
Sow
it
your wild
around.
oats.
You know
Fuck
what?
'em
Go
all.
for it.
Just fuck them all, and then eventually, maybe you'll find one that you get pregnant and you gotta then, because abortion's wrong. Then side chicks, all right? Same thing. You just go,
No!
What the fuck?
Look, if this guy is struggling to find even one girlfriend, I don't think he can do that. I don't think that's what is going to happen here.
up your game,
But
player.
also-
What would Top G say?
What would he would probably say to lure her in by making her fall in love with him and then steal her passport so she can't leave the house, much less the country.
Never
And then
confirmed.
take 60% of her earnings from the prostitution he forces her to do online.
Super generous.
Super generous?
Yes.
Okay. But she always seems to be surrounded by other people, and I can't seem to get her alone.
Don't do that.
Yeah, why would you need to get her alone? Okay, to
I
make
don't know.
matters
Why are you
even-
guys hold on? Why are you guys making it creepy? He just because he doesn't want to ask her out on a date in front of an audience.
Maybe. I don't see
Why are
why
you
not.
It's that he's at a distance, right? So what I'm visualizing is that he's on the outside looking in and see she's constantly surrounded by other people. He's like, I gotta get her alone. I gotta get her alone. If this is someone who is maybe socially awkward, been there, done that, I sympathize. But if you're trying to like force her into a situation where she's alone with him, that will set off red flags for her. It has to be natural.
Where are you
It
getting?
has to be.
Just like joke around with her. Build up like a rapport, until you're her work husband. And then you can become her real husband.
No, see, I don't know why you guys are thinking you're like forcing, using this language here, like this,
No,
about
no, 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 no.
forcing her, or trying to get her alone. He just wants to not ask her out in front of an audience, which is totally fine.
Understandable. And I sympathize. I'm saying from the perspective of a woman, right? If you try to manipulate a situation into where she's alone with you, they will notice that. And they are more than likely going to say no. But if it's natural, you just have to go with the flow. And if she's never alone, then you're just going to have to put up with the fact that there is an audience.
Just
All
ask her
right.
if she wants a fucking cigarette or to smoke weed or something like that, and then just be like, "Ooh, well, and then do that and be like, "Hey, wanted to ask you,
That's actually a good.
would you
move.
like to suck my dick sometime?" And then
Okay,
you
no.
give her your
That's
card
ve-
that says "magnificent," and then you use your cane and you slap her on the butt with it, and you go, "See you later, toots."
I don't know. The
Uh.
cocky attitude can work.
Yeah.
It's true,
You
and the hat,
can.
and the hat.
And the hat.
No hats.
I don't think the hat is really helpful.
Well, the card at least.
Not
Okay,
if it's
maybe
just
the card.
Magnificent.
Magnificent.
Yeah, I don't think that's helpful. That's just stupid and nerdy.
And then you hand
Try
it to
hard.
her and you go, "It's magnificent because of my magnetic personality, and I just sent you a text.
Oh,
You're
no.
welcome."
Okay, that might work.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Okay. So then he's just a cute dork, and you want to hang out with him just because he's funny. Yeah.
Dork
that
nothing.
works.
Dork nothing. That guy's fucking sweet, dude. He made cards. Got to get them like embossed and all of that shit.
Yeah. No, it's just American Psycho. Okay, to make matters even more bizarre, there is a homeless man who has been following me everywhere I go.
What?
He seems to be completely fixated on me and has even started to mimic my movements and mannerisms. He wears dirty, tattered clothing and his hair is unkempt and greasy. But he always has a sly grin on his face, as if he knows something I don't. It's becoming increasingly difficult to shake him, and I'm worried about his intention. Despite these challenges, I'm determined to win over the woman of my dreams. I've been trying to impress her with my knowledge and my sense of humor, but so far she's shown little interest. I've even gone so far as to write her a poem,
These are
which I
two
plan to
different.
give her in person.
These are two different problems. That's like if you go to the car dealership and you're like, "Yeah, I would like a Toyota," and then you filling out the paper and you go, "Hey, just so you know, I didn't have lunch today." These are different. These are different problems.
Well, I mean, for the homeless guy, pepper spray, for one.
Yeah, that would help.
But the girl, if she's not reciprocating, you're going to have to accept the fact that she's not reciprocating.
Wrong.
But
Wrong.
what about the poem?
No. What you do, this homeless man, he obviously likes you. You pay the homeless man to, chase her, and then you get to save her.
That's a good plan.
Yeah, dude. See, you can learn from television.
And then you're also like trauma bonded.
Yeah.
You went through that experience together.
Exactly.
And then you give her the poem.
I mean, don't give her a poem. Poems are fucking
He's
gay.
planning on giving her the poem.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Eat shit, dumbass.
I feel like a poem is for like you're already in a relationship.
Don't even then.
No, that's fine. Or like if you're a musician, you could write her a song later, but you can't do it before the relationship.
Well, yeah, because I don't know. Was that Hey There, Delilah? What's it that? He wrote that, told a girl that he wrote that and never did. Baller move, by the way. And then wrote it later, but he didn't know her that well. And then you got, just musicians in general. That's how you woo the ladies. That's how Elvis did it. But nobody's a poet. Like, nobody's like going around at parties and like, what do you do? I play guitar. What do you do? I'm a comedian. What do you do? I'm an actor in the theater. And then what do you do? Oh, I write fucking short 8-sentence goddamn rhymey stories that half the time don't make sense. Nobody respects poetry. What year do you think it is, man? Nobody cares about that shit. Poems are just like a tweet that nobody's going to read.
No, it's romantic. So say you've been dating a guy for like 4 months and you really, really like him and you think that maybe you even love him, and then he writes you a heartfelt poem. Then that's it. You're head over heels. That's how it works.
What you got to do is you put that poem on a card and then you stick that card in a bouquet of flowers. That's how you do it.
Then you stick that bouquet of flowers up your gay fucking ass because poems are stupid.
Yeah, you are stupid. I might know better. I've been married for 10 years.
Okay, and I was married once as well.
Yeah, how did that go? That was low. I'm sorry. I
don't give a shit. It's never wrote her a poem, never writing Erica a poem. I'm not writing a poem.
See, you are missing out on what? If you could just be sweet and see what happens.
No,
okay.
Fuck that.
See what happens.
If you
just test it.
If you have a dumb desire to write rhyming words, make a rap song. It's cooler.
A rap song. No, don't. You should make a rock song and learn to play the guitar so you can serenade her.
No, learn to DJ.
That's how I got where I am.
Then you won't even think about that broad anymore at all. Just become a good DJ.
That's stupid.
No, it's awesome because then they can get lured into the world of MDMA and slutty women.
Okay.
That's a way better plan. Point is, poems are stupid.
You're stupid.
Roses are fucking gay. Violets are gay. Poems are gay.
Bryden is gay.
Yeah. I just, why? No, Yankee, here, be the fucking tiebreaker on this. Poems. Like, if a dude wrote you a poem.
Is this any dude or my husband?
No, like, you've been in a relationship for a while.
New relationship. New relationship.
No, okay, I said 3 or 4 months
3 or 4
is what
months,
I said.
3 or 4 months is really new.
Yes, 3 or 4 months in, but you really like him.
I'd be stoked.
Ha! You don't understand women, Bryden. That's your problem.
Don't need to. Maybe women just don't understand what actually is romantic. It's not poems.
It doesn't matter if we understand what you think is romantic. What matters is how we would react.
Hot air balloons, dude. That's what. There you go. Hot air balloon.
Hot air balloons are romantic.
There you go.
Take her on a hot air balloon.
But don't write her
will.
don't write her a poem because you're never gonna be able to live down a poem. You think that if you guys break up, she's not gonna keep that and like all of a sudden, oh, well, this is romantic. She's not gonna turn around and go, that poem's fucking nerdy. That guy's a dweeb. She will do that.
Well, who cares?
He will care.
Why?
Well, because she's gonna. It's the age of the internet. What do you mean? Why? It's gonna get posted, and then all of a sudden, listen, you're better off with her circulating a picture of your dick than you are a picture of a poem that you wrote. You're going to get way more grief for that.
No, because you're going to have at least half of women responding to her, exposing it, saying, but that's really sweet. Why are you being mean?
Okay, but also the dick pic, you're going to get at least a quarter of the women hitting up your DMs because of that.
No, not at
all. That's retarded. Nobody wants those.
They're going to see it.
Women are not attracted visually.
Especially not to those things. They're disgusting.
Exactly.
They're ugly. No, that's not how that works.
It's not true. They look like little army men. That.
No, it's horrible.
They look like army men. They got a hat on. They stand at attention.
That's really
They're fucking
stupid.
funny looking, I get it, but
it's just the opposite of what you want to do. However, there is one more detail that I've yet to mention. The homeless man who has been following me, the one who seems to be so fixated on me, turned out to be the woman I have been pursuing all along. She's been disguising herself as a homeless man in order to observe me and see if I'm truly the person she wants to be with, she says. She's been living on the streets for weeks, using the guise of homelessness as a means of getting to know the real me without the influence of my reputation or appearance.
What? This is a fucking...
I totally believe it. Everything on the internet is true.
This is just a script for a fucking Hallmark movie, and at the end they go to church. Like, this is dumb. And let me guess, she's a millionaire as well.
No, he just says that he's shocked and doesn't know what to do now.
I don't know. You guys sound really dumb.
You don't think it's possible?
No, this not even a little bit.
All right, we'll move on to the next one then. Okay.
My advice is that you should both be homeless.
Been there, done that.
Look, if she has been disguising herself as a dirty homeless man and going so far as to live on the streets for weeks to find out about you and to see how you react to a stressful situation or whatever she's doing, then she's obsessed with you and you could get her easy. It's fine. You've already gotten her alone. You just didn't know it yet because she's assaulting you on the street.
Yeah, you don't want that though. That's
no, but what does this woman look like that she can pass as a homeless man?
There's that.
That's a good question.
Maybe she's in like into the theater and she's just really good at effects makeup and shit.
Wearing platform shoes.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, but also they're short men, okay? And it's fine that some men are short. In fact,
we stand for short kings.
In fact, some women prefer it.
Doubtful. I really doubt that. Nobody prefers it.
It's not the stature of the man. It's the stature of his personality.
And your personality is so great.
It is. I have a dream.
Personality so great it's a third leg.
Oh my God. Okay, here's one more, Dear Abby. Dear Abby, I'm writing to you seeking advice on a situation. I'm a successful and brilliant podcast host, known for my wit, intelligence, and beauty. Despite my success, I've recently been facing some challenges that have left me feeling vulnerable and alone. I've been the target of online bullying, with anonymous trolls leaving hateful comments on my social media profiles. This has affected my mental health and self-esteem, making me feel like maybe I'm not good enough.
You're really trying to pull this shit.
To make matters worse, I've discovered that some of my closest friends have betrayed me. They're some of the trolls. I feel hurt and lost. I don't know who to trust. They've also recently taken it upon themselves to use AI voiced clips generated from a script to manipulate my words and make me seem to say things I never actually said. This has resulted in widespread confusion and distrust among my listeners and is causing serious damage to my reputation and credibility. I don't know what to do. On one hand, I want to take a stand against the bullies and fight back against their lies. On the other hand, I fear that speaking out will only make the situation worse, and I'll be seen as someone who can't handle criticism. What should I do?
Kill yourself. That's
Thank
what
you
I think.
for your time.
I think that you
Brilliant and beautiful host in need of help.
kill
Well,
yourself.
this completely anonymous person who I have no idea who could have possibly written this sounds
don't
like
know.
they need to suck it up.
Oh, I disagree. I feel like people should be nicer to this beautiful and brilliant podcast host.
All publicity is good publicity.
I noticed you kind of stumbled over those words that weren't written by you. Was this perhaps like typed out with like, very fat, disgusting fingers?
No, beautiful and slender fingers, surely.
Ah, okay. I was just wondering how greasy they were.
They're not greasy at all, I'm sure. She sounds like a wonderful person, Bryden.
Just filthy,
Did you
washed
just
fingers.
assume their gender? How dare you?
That's true.
I think that's a dude actually who wrote it.
You think it's a dude?
Totally sounds like a dude.
Does sound like a guy. Sounds like a very masculine voice with a mustache that hasn't been plucked in a few days.
I feel like you guys are being a little harsh with this woman. I feel like she's just in a difficult situation and she needs everyone to be understanding and to be very kind and nice to her. So my advice is not for her. It's for everyone else listening that maybe we should be nice to beautiful and brilliant podcast hosts who may or may not be named Abigail.
I think that I have made up my mind on the AI thing, and I'm for it. I'm for
You're
it
for
now.
it. It is a little weird.
It's fucking bizarre.
It's weird.
I showed Erica one of the latest ones on there of just reading my tweets, and she was like, okay, like looking at it, listening to it. Just thought that I had recorded my own tweets. I think, and I was like, that's not me. That's AI. And
But your voice doesn't even sound like you.
it's enough to where it could get me in trouble.
Yeah, maybe so. Mine sounds a lot more like me than
Yeah.
I would like.
Yeah, and it's only going to get smarter and better. That led me to be thinking about, I guess there's this, I haven't seen it. I mean, that's probably because I just haven't looked, but I will. Apparently, there's that AI deepfake thing of that streamer Pokimane. And it's like a pornographic video. And it got me wondering, like, how would I react if somebody made a deepfake porno of me? And, I mean, obviously, I think the AI would make me look better than I actually do. So I think it'd be fine with it. I think it's completely different for women than it is men.
Yeah.
Because I think it was fucking hilarious.
I would not think it's funny. I would feel violated, and it would be horrific.
They're going to make laws about this shit, dude. This is going to get
They,
out
I
of
hope
hand.
they do. Dude, they've
Well-
got to do something about it, right? Like, they can't just let that happen.
Well, the trick is, right, is that you have like a bunch of tattoos that you never show, never post pictures about it. And so if that happens to you, you can just be like, that couldn't possibly be me. And then you post a picture of one of your tattoos. It's like, see, couldn't be me because I have this.
Yeah.
Ha!
Yeah, because you're
It's
born
still
with
gross,
because
though.
you're born with tattoos. Totally. Yeah.
I feel like it's still a violation, regardless. Like, I,
mean,
feel
you can
like
start
it's
getting tattoos at the same time it's legal for you to do porn. So I mean,
So that we should
when you turn 18, just get like a full bodysuit.
Yeah, let's start having everybody plan their lives around AI revenge porn being made about them. This is what a world.
I feel like
I didn't say it was fun.
yeah. I saw someone say that it should be treated like that in particular, like people making deepfake porn should be treated as if it's like sexual assault. And I think that's what I agree with.
That's insane. It's not sexual assault. I mean, maybe
I don't care. I think it should be treated the same because that can have horrific consequences if anyone
hey,
believes
There are
it.
revenge porn
Yeah,
laws.
exactly. So you would just maybe treat it like revenge porn laws.
No,
You
it should
fucking
be more
feminist
severe.
retard.
No, it should be more severe because if there's revenge porn, like you probably consented to have the video taken in the first place, just not posted. Like, this is worse.
It's
There
literally
are
not.
cases of women who, have their relations and don't know that they're being recorded, and then that gets released. So that would still fall under
Yeah.
revenge porn in my
Do they get
mind.
worse
It's not.
charges for that, though?
No,
Like,
I
if
think
she
it's
didn't
still
even...
under revenge porn.
It should be probably
It's
the
like
revenge
a year
porn.
of jail, though. A year is nothing.
Okay, then go to prison. Oh wait, I forgot. Your body is a prison because you're yearning to be a woman and you're not. Now,
I am a woman. I'm
yeah,
a beautiful woman.
I get it. It's 2023. I understand.
Oh
I'm
my
down with
goodness
the struggle. No, but the funny thing is, and this would really gets gets me slapping my knees, is it took a long time for them to make those revenge porn laws, which means we probably got 8 years of this shit ramping up
Isn't that
before
horrible?
anything happens.
I'm just glad the AI voice stuff came out after it was really popular to get people fired for stuff they said on the internet. Like, imagine if it had happened at the same time. Like, imagine if it was like 2017 and this came out.
Well, it's the thing is, do you think anybody's gonna give a shit? All it takes is a fucking mob. It doesn't matter if it's real or not. Things are about to be really, really, really funny.
But at the same time, you can just, invoke plausible deniability. Oh, I never
Yeah.
said those things. Someone just recorded my voice and fabricated this.
Yep.
Prove it.
That's kind of what I'm clinging to. And that's what's keeping me sane the last couple days, basically. It's just like, once people know that this exists, you can just tell them it's fake. And it is fake. And hopefully they'll believe you.
Yeah, I'll never be held accountable, but I already knew that because I'm a woman.
That's true. I don't know. I think it's going to be really funny to watch a bunch of old lawyers try to figure out what to do about, I don't know. I guess you could just, the internet's made of magic now. There's the robots and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I mean, life wasn't already a big pain in the ass. So now I just have to look at everything and go, it's fake, which I guess is probably what I always wanted anyway.
Well, I think it's going to go down a similar route as like handwriting analysis. Is that you listen to this stuff and then compare it to their natural voice and hear like the particular characteristics of their natural voice and compare it to the AI generation.
But that will work right now. But what happens when you have fed it enough? For me specifically, what happens if they feed it every episode of Here to Help and suddenly it understands what inflection I put on words? Because it's gotten more advanced in that time, too. Like in 6 months after it's been fed every episode of Here to Help, what if it's so good you can't really tell?
Then you're fired.
I mean, do you not put on a voice when you talk on the internet?
I mean, I do, but they could just claim it's a clip from an episode.
That is true. Nobody's going to listen to this.
Like, there's no way, like, I mean, they could just say it's from the podcast.
I'm going to start just deleting like one episode every 6 months. That way they can claim that that's true.
That's evil.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's only going to affect me because no one cares what you do anymore.
No.
That ship has sailed.
It's not evil. Bryden's just chaotic neutral.
So.
Chaotic evil, maybe.
No, it's just fun to make waves.
What am I? Am I chaotic good?
A dude.
I think you're lawful neutral.
Lawful neutral? That's insulting. That's like the worst one you could possibly call me. I don't understand why you're so mean to me right now.
Okay, do the fucking show, nerd. Nobody gives a shit about it's not nobody cares about Dungeons and Dragons anymore. Now I like D&D, that's fine, haven't played for years, but nobody gives a fuck.
Everybody cares about their alignment, okay?
Everyone cares.
This isn't a car show either.
Okay, whatever. We're gonna move into.
Come on, alignment. Oh,
I don't have an axle to align. Thank you.
You know what? I don't carburetor. Huh?
That was bad.
Let me steer you in the right direction, and you can do the podcast some more.
I'm get trying. One sly grin, but that's all you're getting for that one.
I'm growing pretty tired of this podcast. We better.
Oh, shut up, Bride. Okay, we're moving into our Reddit advice segment. Do.
Hold on. I might need a break.
Oh my goodness gracious.
You
Hey,
turd.
maybe we should play a bumper.
Oh,
You have to know
I did
radio.
play
You got to
a
know radio and cars for
Nope.
that.
My bumper was do.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's a perfect bumper. Okay, anyway, am I the asshole for not allowing my entitled sister to stay at my home, but letting my gay younger brother stay after he was kicked out?
What?
yes.
I'm gonna
I'm
need
writing-
context here, but
Yeah. I'm writing this post to seek some perspective and advice on a difficult situation I'm currently facing. My entitled sister has been causing trouble for me and my husband for quite some time now, and she has crossed the line once again by expressing interest in my husband. This makes me extreme.
oh shit!
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear
What's
what.
that?
Okay, I might change my opinion.
I like to hear what she did. She's like just stuck in a dryer. She's like, "Help me!" What are?
Help me, husband.
This makes me extremely uncomfortable, and I do not want her staying in my home. She's always been entitled and demanding, and I believe that this is just another example of her entitlement.
She sounds
She think-
hot.
To behave like that, she probably is.
I'm picturing her pretty hot. Yeah.
She's probably mid.
I'm picturing her.
Maybe.
Okay.
You know, she's probably fat, because fat girls act like hot girls.
Oh, you're right.
She's probably like obese.
I
I swear they
Stop
do.
it!
I
She-
swear they
Stop
do.
it! She's hot. She's got red hair and then the big old
She's-
lips and then like just their tits are falling out of like this crop top that she has, and you know it's good.
Yeah, Abby, you're disrupting Bryden's fantasy here.
Yeah.
She can have all of that and still be obese.
She's not obese though. She's like
Okay,
she's
there's
hot.
two possibilities. Either she is actually hot and she gets everything she
Yeah.
wants all the time, and that's why she's behaving like this,
She can
or
have
she's
it.
fat. Because fat girls think that they can behave the same way as hot girls. It's very weird.
I think that's kind of just comes down to whether or not you're a complete bitch. Maybe
Maybe.
the amount of entitlement that women have is equal to or or lesser than the amount of dicks that they're willing to suck. I'll bet that there's some math you can do, because it's like if they get everything they want, they're always giving head for it.
No, not necessarily. I mean, hot girls don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
It's just like the idea. It's the idea of it.
No,
It's the
they
fantasy.
They do. They just
Yeah, and then incredibly ugly girls will do anything to get the validation.
Yeah. There's two ends of the spectrum here.
And fellas out there, if
The
you're listening,
sluts-
you can get them both. All right, it's just a matter of
Oh,
running
goodness
the
gracious.
numbers. All right, you just sometimes you get the jackpot, and sometimes you just get the price of your ticket back.
I don't know. Like, if you remember high school, who were the slutty girls?
I wouldn't
Like
know.
the actual slutty girls. It was not the very pretty, preppy ones.
None of them were fucking me in high school. I don't know.
Oh, that's fair. You were a loser, short guy in high school.
I was a loser,
Um,
short guy in high school,
It's not your fault.
but now I'm a winner, short guy in high school. I mean, I don't go to high school.
He goes to the high schools and he gets all the girls now. It's disgusting.
Still working on that diploma, I see.
Yeah. The school at
Did you
the,
see-
at the
see
school
that-
of the Hustlers University, yes.
Did you see that article about that like Asian woman who tried to go to school? She's like 29 and she enrolled in a high school.
No.
Yeah,
And she got
that
in.
happened. She got in and then they figured it out after a couple weeks.
It shouldn't take a couple weeks.
No, yeah, they should have figured it out in the first place.
Also,
Like,
isn't
how
that a
do you-
crime?
Yeah, I think it must be, right? Like, you can't just do that.
oh, it was a social experiment on how Asians look. Like, no, it's a felony. I mean, she had to have had fake
Well,
documents.
she faked her documents.
Oh,
yeah,
that's-
so that's absolutely a felony. She's like stealing identity and stuff.
Yeah, you can't do that. I don't know. Her next article will be great. What I've learned about commissary food. It's horrible. It's like this ramen
I tried to get
sucks.
into a high school, but now I'm in a prison.
And
The
you know
perfect
what?
headline.
Mind fuck. It's the same thing, man.
See, yeah.
Down with
Yeah.
homework. That's what I say.
Exactly. Homework is legitimately evil. Okay, on the other hand, my younger gay brother was recently kicked out of his home after coming out to his parents. So, your parents? Both of your parents? Why did you say his parents?
I don't know. Maybe they're like step siblings or half siblings, something.
Maybe. Yeah. He's in a very vulnerable situation, and I have offered him a place to stay until he finds a more permanent solution. My brother is struggling with acceptance from our parents, and I believe that it is my duty to support him and provide him with a safe and welcoming home, especially since he's in this difficult position. Man, just shut up. Why are you repeating?
How
yourself?
old is
Okay.
he? The little brother.
It doesn't say.
Probably young,
I'm
right?
assuming he must be like a teenager if he got kicked out, or at least like
Yeah.
18 or something. Like,
I mean, if it's a minor, like, yeah, give him a place to stay. But if this is an adult, I don't know, man.
I doubt he's like a 30-something-year-old dude. You know.
yeah, you never know.
I mean,
Yeah, that
yeah,
would be
maybe.
nice context to have. My sister is now furious with me and is accusing me of being unfair and biased. She says that I'm treating her badly by not allowing her to stay at my home, but I feel like I have the right to choose who I let into my personal space. I don't want to put my marriage at risk by allowing my sister to stay, especially considering the fact that she has expressed interest in my husband. I understand that she may be hurt and upset, but I believe that I have the right to protect my marriage and personal space.
Wait, why did she just assume that the husband is gonna fuck her?
It would still cause, unnecessary tension, even if he didn't reciprocate.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that, but I mean, she
Well,
just
and
seems a little insecure.
also, why would he want her there if he knows this?
He also may not know. We don't know. I mean, this is like woman brain. She may just think that that's happening. He may be totally unaware because he's like, yeah, of course she's just doing laundry and her brassiere slipped. She's my wife's sister. You know, he may not know.
Yeah, he might not. Men are pretty oblivious. That's fair.
It's our one fault.
One.
It's our one
It's
fault.
a pretty big fault. Yeah, there's anyway. Yeah, so is she the asshole? No, she's not the asshole.
I have an
And I would
idea.
suggest what? Go ahead.
No, I have an idea to fix this.
What?
Okay. Tension breaker threesome.
No.
I think
With your
no.
sister?
Well,
That's
they don't.
disgusting.
They don't touch each other, of course.
They're still no. That's still incestuous.
No, one on one end at the face and the other on the. You know.
No.
Okay, no. You're just
We're not doing that.
disgusting.
I mean, at the end of the day, your house is your house. You decide who comes and goes. So,
It's probably his house, actually, when we think about it.
I mean, we're not getting much of the husband's input here, are we? So we're not working with much on that end.
Yeah.
Also,
ends,
it's her family.
Ends. That's what I was talking about. Ends. Like
No!
one on one and one on.
Oh my goodness
Bryden?
gracious, no. I think that you shouldn't let either of these people stay because imagine you let your gay brother
What if he fucks the brother?
stay, and then he just that's also a problem, right?
Why don't
It's
you?
possible.
Why don't you get your sister, your slutty sister, and her giant titties, and convert the
Yeah,
gay.
that don't count because her waist circumference is even bigger.
No, that's not true. It looks really good, and she's got.
No.
She looks good.
Gracious, this is going to be the next one, Keg Anime.
Well, I'm telling you, that'll be fine. And then you get her, because like she's slutty, she'll fuck anything.
No.
And then she's got like the Daisy Dukes on, and she's like filling up gas cans.
Listen, you're still talking about incest. These two people are siblings.
Oh, they are? I thought it was like a half brother situation.
Doesn't matter. That's still a sibling. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I mean, you gotta just figure it out.
Okay. Well, yeah. Don't let anyone stay at your house. These people are snakes.
They're gonna rob your house.
Probably. Rob them first.
Yeah. You should take these people.
Be proactive.
Take these people that are at a disadvantage and take their sneakers and kick them out.
Okay, let's go on to another one. Let me see. Am I the asshole for unintentionally embarrassing my nephew in front of his friends because I found his stash of urine bottles?
Okay, so hold on. This has got to be a young kid.
He's 17.
Yeah, that's yeah. You got to empty those, dude. You can't just sit around making fucking sun tea all the time like that.
You shouldn't do it in the
he's-
first
well,
place.
Okay, existential circumstances, all right, but he's old enough to know that he needs to be responsible for that and clean up after himself. So there's not really an excuse there.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, like I've pissed in bottles like on road trips.
That's fine. I'm fine with that, but not in your room.
I think I've done it not on this podcast, but I've definitely done it on a podcast before. But it was going for so long, and I had things
Well,
to
that
say.
makes sense too, I guess. Especially if you're like live.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just edit it.
Right. I couldn't, just walk away. But yeah.
But you got
How
rid
many
of them
bo-
right
how-
after.
Oh, yeah, of course. That goes straight into the toilet. And you don't dump it in the damn sink. Because I know what this little piece of shit's going to do. He's going to dump it in the sink. Or just leave it full in the trash. Guess what? Gatorade lid's not on all the way. Pee everywhere. Pee everywhere.
It's terrible. Okay, yeah. Backstory. My nephew is 17 and has lived with us since he was 9. He came from my wife's eldest sister. He's never really had respect for me. I believe it's due to our age gap. I'm 30. Does he mean that he's not old enough?
Well, no. 17-year-olds
What
have, of any generation, have zero respect for 30-year-olds. That's why would you?
That's fair. He doesn't see me as an authoritative figure. He was held back in school before he came to live with us. He will graduate when he's 19 and says he's immediately moving out after graduation.
Problem solved.
Yeah, we put him in, well, that's still 2 years away. We put him in therapy at 9, but by 13, he completely refused to go anymore.
Good.
Yesterday, I came home from work and my daughter, who is 8, was upset because she couldn't find her kitten after she got in from school. We looked for probably about 20 minutes, finally discovered he'd gotten stuck in my nephew's room. I found him under the bed, up against the wall. The only way I could grab him is if I moved the bed. When I did, I found 23 bottles that had urine in them.
Were they full?
Yes.
Oh, dude,
I'm
that's
assuming so.
That's days of pee.
He says, yes, I counted. I put a pair of gloves on and lined them up in the middle of his room.
Okay, that's weird.
I mean,
just to be,
no,
I feel like that's what I would do too. Just like, so it's not hidden. It's like, look, I found those. You need to clean them up.
see, I would do that as well, but that's just because, that's like some shit that my mom would do. Just like to have that dramatic flair of like, oh, you come home from school or whatever, from work or anything.
Yeah.
And then it's like, dun, 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 20 pee bottles. And you're like, my secret's exposed. And then when you
Yeah.
turn around, she's there tapping her foot and going, found the pee bottles. And then it's a whole thing.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I would do, probably.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Just know that
With
your
it being-
kids are going to grow up to be podcasters, though. I mean, it's not good.
I mean, look at me. They're just taking after their mother.
Yeah, and your mom was a real ray of sunshine.
She was something. She was something. Very interesting woman. The most interesting woman in the world.
Yeah, except she wasn't drinking Dos Equis. She was smoking crack.
It's true. I mean, which is more interesting, though? Which will give you better stories?
Dos Equis.
I really doubt that.
Crack stories
With
are
it-
all the same. Crack stories are like, and I got arrested. Dos Equis stories are like, I had a shitty beer and made out with an older woman.
That's boring.
And then the DUI does get you arrested, but it's way less of a charge.
That's fair. With it being Monday, it wasn't usual for him to walk in the door with his friends.
Oh no!
Normally
oh
they-
no! Oh no!
Yeah.
That's
Normal-
no! You got to stop him from going in. You can't do that. Abort mission.
Normally they came over a few hours after school lets out. But lo and behold, he got home with 2 friends yesterday. I was helping my wife with something in her home office.
Oh, no.
I didn't even know he had people with him.
Oh no!
So there's no stopping it. Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're not really an asshole, but it's the circumstances. So your intent was not the outcome. That's a whole philosophical question right there.
Yeah.
Uh, oof. Oh, that's damn.
How much will the intent matter to the 17-year-old boy?
Oh, not
Probably
at all.
not at all.
Not at
Yeah.
all. He's gonna think you're a bastard, but oof. Damn. I mean, he's gonna grow up fucked up, and that's at least a good story.
I mean, he's still old enough to know better, so
He is.
Not
It's his
in
own fault.
not
It's
in-
the consequences of his own actions.
No, that's the consequences of his father's action. Like, it's, again, philosophical question. But God damn, dude, that's nothing's more embarrassing than that. But luckily, it's dudes, so
But
they're just
they
gonna
have
make fun of
probably
him.
done it.
Yeah, they're gonna go home and make sure that they clean out their piss bottles under their bed.
yeah, it's not like it was in front of his girlfriend, right?
Yeah,
That would have been horrible.
that's particularly bad.
Yeah, kid's gonna live. Maybe it was rude, but kid's gonna live.
They
He
all
opened his bedroom door and screamed, probably from embarrassment. The other two kids just dipped out. My intentions were to keep it between him and I, but later discuss it with my wife because I do strongly think he needs therapy again. Maybe it's just laziness, maybe it's not.
It's 100%
He called-
laziness. The guy's
It's
like
just lazy.
Modern Warfare 2 just came out like a few months ago. All right, that's way more than 20p bottles.
Okay.
What?
not-
I'm saying I've been a 17-year-old boy before. It's
It
like you're
is
disgusting.
just laziness.
It is laziness. It's laziness, and then you're greasy and awkward, and you got zits and hot pockets, and then it's just. I mean, I was never a pee bottle guy, but I knew pee bottle guys.
Also, imagine being forced by your adoptive parents to go and tell a stranger about your pee bottles so they can help you with your mental problems.
I don't think pee bottles are the mental problems. I think he's got erratic
I agree.
behavior and stuff. Pee bottles are that's normal. If I had a 17-year-old boy and he was pissing in bottles, I'd yell at him and go, "That's fucking disgusting. You gotta deal with that. Don't piss in bottles. The bathroom is right there. Pause the game. I don't care if it's a game that doesn't pause. When you die, go and piss. I know how video games work, you little shit. Stop leaving pee bottles around." That's what you do. You just yell at them, and then if they keep doing it, maybe you hit them or something. That's how kids work, right? And
Basically.
I think so. I think you just smack them. But it's like a TV that won't work. You just keep hitting it until the picture becomes clear in their dumb little fucking hormone brains. I don't think that's that weird that he's got 20 pee bottles. I think he's probably a fat, lazy, smelly piece of shit.
No, I think that is very weird to keep them in the room.
No, he's okay. Here's what it is. He's disposing of evidence, right? So he knows he shouldn't be peeing in bottles because he doesn't see people do that. It's not like you go to the Wawa and you go into their bathroom and people are just pissing in bottles. They're pissing in the toilet. So he's like, I gotta keep playing my game or jerking off or whatever the fuck he's doing, right? And he pees in the bottle and then he throws it under the bed because he's like, all right, that's done and I'll deal with it later. And he's lazy, so he never deals with it later.
Yeah.
He's a 17-year-old boy. That's what it
All
is.
right.
They're disgusting, lazy, smelly shits.
I'm really not looking forward to my son growing up.
Which is hilarious because I'm really looking forward to it.
He called me every name in the book, said I should have left them under the bed and told him to clean it out. The way he is, if it wasn't in his face, he wouldn't do it.
There you go.
I asked him, yeah, that's true. I asked him why would he be urinating in bottles when there's a bathroom directly across from his room.
What did I just say?
He told me to go fuck myself.
Beat his ass. No. Send him to military school, whoop him, tell him go get a switch from the tree, and if it's not big enough, I'll pick one. And then you tell him, you're not too old for me to bend you over my knee, and then whoop him. And then just tell him you got it. The therapy shit is this soft parenting crap that's not going to fucking work. Whoop him.
It's not gonna
And if he squares up to you, knock him out. Don't knock him out, but punch him and, kind of bust him up a little and go.
Look, I feel like maybe don't punch him. I don't think they should be punching him.
Not with like a fist, but like, get him with the backhand him a little. And
you know what you're not understanding, though, is that this is their nephew who they're taking care of, and they didn't call him their adopted son even. So that means there's social workers involved that probably visit regularly. They can't just hit him. They probably have to do the stupid gentle therapy situation.
Well, no, I'll bet if you put an oven mitt on your hands and grab him by the throat, it won't leave bruises.
I mean, that wouldn't work either because, like, all you're doing is setting yourself up as the villain. I mean, it's pretty easy to just be like, oh, they're hitting me. I'm the perfect innocent angel in the situation.
Yeah.
No, that's when you show that's when you show him the pee bottles and go, he's been drinking them, and then he gets shipped off to some type of a loony bin for teens, and it's some
Drinking.
Lord of the Flies bullshit, and then we'll see if he straightens up his act.
I asked him to get a trash bag and dispose of the bottles. He instead walked out of the house and left. This little shit.
No, he's just at that point he's just really embarrassed. That makes sense. You got to let him cool
Yeah.
down. Then when he comes through the door, smack him with a bag of potatoes.
The bag of potatoes. This afternoon, the bottles are still sitting in the middle of his room. I've told my wife, do not touch them. He is to take care of it. Apparently, he told his grandfather what I did. My father-in-law asked me, so where did he learn that from? Not from me. That's nasty. My father-in-law further said, that's not a need for a counselor. He needs his own bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure. So we'll just send our 8-year-old daughter to do her business in the backyard.
No, I don't think he meant that he needs to go and build a new bathroom, but it is probably just some you're all a fester of testosterone and shit when you're 17 years old, and you're just
Sure, but
like,
you
I want to. I get
cannot
it.
expect your own bathroom. Like, they would literally have to buy a new house.
Exactly, and they can't
Like,
do
that
that.
doesn't make any sense. Like, he doesn't get his own bathroom. Suck it up.
I know, and it's probably not the real legitimate advice from the grandfather, but I think he's just speaking more in this is the type of way that the kid's feeling.
I guess so. I don't know. I had to share a bathroom with my little brother, which is probably way worse for a girl who is the older sibling. Because I was
Probably.
a teenager, I had my period. And I literally had to explain that to my brother because we shared a bathroom. He's a child. He's significantly younger than me. I had to explain to him what that was, which he thought was really gross at first. And then he was frightened. He thought I was like injured, hurt.
Well, you are
Like,
injured.
It was very difficult to explain to that poor child. Anyway, like but you just deal with it. Like, you don't have an option. There's one bathroom upstairs. That's what you're doing. You share the bathroom.
Should just told him you're a vampire.
Yeah.
No, you should have told him that he was a vampire, and if he didn't drink the blood, he'd die.
That's disgusting. That's horrific. Oh my goodness. But no, it's like what does a teenage boy need his own bathroom for?
It's just a sense of having your own space. So
He has his room for that, but he shouldn't be leaving the... Look, it's one thing for him to pee in a bottle while he's playing a video game. He needs to immediately dispose of it when he's done with the game for the day.
at least at
He
the
can't
end
just
of it.
hide it under his bed.
Well, yeah, he's a dumb, messed up kid for sure. But I don't think the peanut bottles is the big thing of it. He's just like an angsty guy. Somebody needs to just send some Linkin Park his way, and then he could deal
Yeah.
with it like we all did in my day.
I've Numb. become Numb is a good so song. Yeah, numb, there I you go.
can feel you there.
Become so tired, so much more aware.
What is that?
I'm
Yeah,
becoming this.
I want to
do is be more like me and be less like you.
But no.
Are you not going to join in, Yankee? You're not interested?
I'm dying.
We've
Good
killed her.
podcast. It's a good podcast.
Okay. I think we've run out of time for the free episode. Yankee, would you like to stick around for the bonus episode? We usually just take a little break and then record an hour for the Patreon.
Again, this is things you can tell people after the fucking fact.
Well,
Like, you
no,
don't need
because
to-
shut your mouth. I want to be able to tease it before we close out so people know whether or not she's on the bonus.
People should tease you constantly.
They do!
Yes, I'll be on the Patreon episode. Oh my god!
Okay, she says yes, so everyone can listen to that.
You could handle this, beforehand, much like most of the script. You could just go ahead and type it all out before I hit record. That'd be good.
That could be good. I'm sorry.
Eat shit.
I'm doing fine.
You're not doing fine. You're peeing in bottles.
I'm not peeing in any bottles because I don't have a penis.
I don't know. Well, that's not true. But I don't know. I'm not sure which story we told today was about you and which wasn't. So I'm thinking that probably because if you didn't write that one about the podcasting, this one was the bottle one was probably about you.
No, I didn't write any about me. What are you talking about?
So anyway, just clear your
Personally,
bottles
I think
out.
it was the one where you said that your lesbian love interest was dressing up as a homeless man.
That might be it too. Yep.
That, you know what? Everyone probably thinks I'm gay because of the show.
Well, we at least think you're homeless.
We're out of time for today, everyone, but you can go to patreon.com/here to help podcasts and subscribe for $1 to hear the weekly bonus episodes released on Mondays. You can reach us on Twitter at OctoAbby, at One and Only Bryden, and at Nervous American. Get in touch with me too. Join our Discord server. Bryden, do you have any plugs?
Yeah, actually, all this month until it actually comes out. Starting on February 21st, Atomic Heart comes out. That's a Thursday. So I'm going to be over on this YouTube channel playing through Atomic Heart. I've been looking forward to that game for a long time. I hope it doesn't suck dick, but I'm fucking excited about it. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time playing Atomic Heart.
Yankee, do you have any plugs today?
Yeah, I'm at Nervous American on Twitter. I'm a niche micro celebrity on Twitter.
So true.
I occasionally make viral memes, and I host coffee jams every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Just come hang out, listen to some cool tunes with the rest of us.
When do I get to stand-in DJ, and I'll live DJ a Coffee Jams?
We can talk about it.
I'm not even sure if that works on what you do it on, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that people really like house music as much as I do, so that's good.
Well, we're trying to get you a gig at a wedding soon. So don't worry.
There's actually a second wedding that is in the works. Not the one that you know about, but one I actually might be able to get. But weddings are, that's cool. But I really doubt they like house music there. If you're just like, check out my cool tricks that I do.
They're not going to let you do house music at the one I'm aware
probably
of.
not.
That's not going to happen.
You just play Michael Jackson and, Wonderwall, and you're like, Although, there's a guy, before we go, because this is the free episode, there's this TikTok DJ that he does weddings, and it's really funny. His last name is like Spinelli or something. Yeah, DJ Nick Spinelli. So he's this Italian guy, but he's just a wedding DJ, but he does awesome mashup DJ shit. He's on YouTube as well. I would check that guy out. And if you just search Nick Spinelli, it'll autocorrect it for you. Put TikTok in there. That guy rules. He's my hero. This guy should be at festivals I would never go to, because who wants to go to a wedding music DJ festival? But it's hilarious. That guy's incredible, dude. He's such a good fucking DJ.
All right, everyone. Thank you for listening, and have a great week. Secure in the knowledge that we are with you, and we are the only ones you can trust are here to help.
You pee in bottles.